Now when these three combine together, you're going to lose out on the vocals or on the dialogues. Though they are not as powerful as a ported subwoofer, obviously the experience on the screen is going to get hampered. Yes, another Thursday means another episode of Get Help with Tanmay Mehta, wherein I, your home cinema consultant or home theatre wale bhaiya, will be answering the top 3 questions that my team has picked up over the last 15 days of all the queries that have received to us. And in this video, we are going to answer them thoroughly so that all of you will get this clarifications on a similar doubt that you would also have. And in case you have some more questions to ask, then don't forget to check the link that is shared above as well as in the description so that you can get a chance to get featured on this playlist of ours. Over to Atharva for today's questions. So over to Atharva for today's first question.
So in question number 1, Sanal KV from Bangalore asks, how good is a sealed subwoofer for home theatre? Something like Mission MS200?
So Sanal, I think I am particularly a fan of sealed subwoofers because compared to ported subwoofers which are a little boomy, the sealed subwoofers are very tight and very accurate. Though they are not as powerful as a ported subwoofer, but they can still do a job in the home theatre room in case you have got a floor standing speakers to pair along with it which are good in bass. If not floor standing, the bookshelf or even your in-wall on-wall speakers, if they have got that bass to cater to your room size, then the sealed box, which is the MS200 subwoofer sealed box, can work fine. Now I don't know the room size, but I am assuming that if the room is around 200-300 square feet, then the MS200 will do a really nice job. So definitely go ahead with it and let us know how the response is. And in case you want to know more about ported versus sealed subwoofer, then check out the link again wherein we have done an exclusive video between the difference about a ported box and a sealed box in the subwoofer. Next question, Atharva.
So in question 2, Melvin from Bangalore asks, I need a suggestion for budget-friendly motorized ALR 120 inches screen for a ceiling mount 4K non-ultra short throw projector.
Okay, so Melvin, very nice question. A lot of people have been going with this concept of ALR screen, and ALR is one of the trending screens today across the globe. So ALR basically stands for ambient light rejection. So the job of these screens is to cut down the ambient light and yet give you a fantastic output on the screen. Now, why is this required? Let's first understand that, and where is it required. So it is primarily required in a room which has got too much of light, which you cannot control, or you have got too much of surfaces which are white in color. Now, more and more white color or white surfaces or light, obviously the experience on the screen is going to get hampered because that light is going to fall on the screen and it is going to fade the image. So what happens when you go for an ALR screen, be it long throw or for an ultra short throw projector, the ALR fabric aims to cut down on this ambient light and yet give you the depth that is required in a movie. But one of the drawbacks of ALR screen is that the brightness is not going to be as great as a white fabric screen. So that's why when you buy these ALR screens, make sure that the projector's brightness is also equally high. Now coming to your question, Melvin, for a long throw ALR screen, the motorized screens, you can definitely consider them for your system. The ALR pricing, if I have to just give you tentatively for a long throw projection screen, it should be somewhere in the range of 50 to 75,000 based upon the screen size that you're going for and obviously the manufacturer that you're buying from. The second part is that all these motorized screens of long throw ALR are a tap tension screen, which means that there are going to be strings on the sides which are going to stretch the fabric because the fabric is heavy and it requires a very nice tubular motor for it. So these kind of tap tension ALR motorized screens can be used for a long throw projector provided your room has got too much of ambient light to be absorbed and you have got a projector which has got high brightness. In case you're using it for a dark room, I would still stick to the regular matte white screen because that also does a very fair job and people have been using it since decades. So yeah, I mean, definitely ALR is disruptive, but at the same time, If it's a dark room, you can stick to matte white and not pay this extra amount for the ALR screen. I hope this answers your question, Melvin. Over to Atharva for the next question.
So in question number 3, Vidyut Ghosh from Kolkata asks, best installation guide for Atmos Soundbar with sub and rear speakers?
Well, in terms of installation guide, I don't know what exactly you want to know. Whether you want to know the placement, whether you want to know the settings. So first of all, let us see if we have to look at the installation as in the setup or the positioning of the speakers. So if you're going for a Atmos soundbar which has got a separate surrounds as well as a separate subwoofer, you have to understand that the front 3 speakers are going to be combined together in one small soundbar. So that means that 3 feet, 4 feet of that soundbar is going to give you the front left, center and the front right sound. Now when these 3 combine together, you're going to lose out on the vocals or on the dialogues. So definitely go for a soundbar which has got a provision to enhance the center channel so that the left right does not overpower the center and you are able to hear the dialogues very clearly, because that's a very common complaint with most of the soundbars, be it with separate surrounds or be it with a single soundbar wherein you get a 5.1 combination. Apart from that, I think the surround speaker placement, well, you can just keep it at 110 degrees if you consider the center speaker as the 0 degree line. So a 110 degree angle out here and a 110 degree angle out here is where ideally your surrounds need to be placed. If at all your surround speakers have got a direct power option, you can keep them constantly powered on with the help of an external power adapter. In case it's like a product from JBL Bar wherein you bring it back in the front and connect it to the main unit for charging, then yeah, you can just put it around your sofas and you can use it temporarily for watching a movie and then again plug it back into the soundbar. With regards to the woofer, most of the surround soundbars or the Dolby Atmos soundbars comes with a wireless subwoofer. Now what does this wireless subwoofer do? Well, it's a simple subwoofer box which has to be placed on the floor. It can be underneath the sofa, next to the sofa, in front of your front wall or any of the corners of the room. So within the same room and on the floor is a mandatory thing for placing the subwoofer, and you need to just give it a power adapter. So wherever you have got a socket on the floor or near the floor, please place the subwoofer over there and pair it directly with the soundbar. You don't have to lay any single cable to it. Now overall, for these kind of soundbars to really work into a room and give you that surround sound experience, you definitely cannot go beyond 13 to 14 feet in terms of the viewing distance, because more is the viewing distance, narrow is going to be the angle of your front left and the front right speaker. So try to be as close as possible. There are some soundbars which have got directionalized throws wherein you would have a sound reflecting from the ceiling. So in that case, if your room height is double, for instance if it's a 15 or a 20 feet double height ceiling, then that will not work for your Atmos soundbars. So you would need a room which has got a maximum ceiling height of 9-10 feet and you need to be at a distance of somewhere around 13 feet or lesser than that. If you can manage all these things, then definitely a Dolby Atmos soundbar with the surrounds and a separate subwoofer can be a nice system to have with your TV or even with a projector screen. Okay, so these were the 3 questions that we just answered in today's episode, and in case these questions helped you already, then don't forget to hit the like button so that YouTube can recommend this video to more such people who are also in the same confusion while buying home theaters. And in case you have got some more questions to ask, then do use the link, because we would want more and more questions coming from you so that we can help you make better, well-informed and wise decisions when it comes to buying anything to everything in the home cinema space. And at the same time, don't forget to subscribe so that you and I can stay connected. And let us come to the winner of today's episode. So, who would you like to pick, Atharva?
So the third question.
Okay. So Atharva says third because all the 3 questions were great and even I was confused. But I would go with Atharva's choice this time. So congratulations Vidyut from Kolkata for asking a fantastic question about the Dolby Atmos soundbars with the sub and the surround placement. I think a lot of people today are buying these products because these Dolby Atmos soundbars are the closest and the best possible products that one can have to create that immersive sound experience in their living rooms or bedrooms with a TV. I see them selling more with the TV because the TV width is small, unlike the big projector screens, and these soundbars can fit in perfectly into that width of the TV size. So that segment is really getting popularized, and we have seen some fantastic soundbars coming into Indian markets, right from the JBLs, the Samsungs. Sony has also come up with a fantastic range of soundbars, and obviously there is Sonos, there is Yamaha, there is DVLA. All these products already there in that segment too. So in case you have obviously more products to share or review, then do feel free to put them in the comments box. And I, Tanmay Mehta, your home cinema consultant or home theatre wale bhaiya, will see you again in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.